It's time for RiffTrax.
Hey guys, Allison here with another RecTrax. That's recommended RiffTrax for y'all not in the know. This time, the guys took on the Fairy King of R. You kidding me? Are there any other movies that we can put on, Mom? Are you sure that Corbin Bernsen and Malcolm McDowell are in this?
Hey! What the? This isn't an old lady reading a story to bored kids.
I love it when the guys take on terrible kids movies, and this one is pretty bottom of the barrel. So this one starts as many children's films do, with a family moving to a new town. Somewhere in England, I guess. And it's about them and all of the creepy people that surround them.
Reverend Slenderman.
You got the weird reverend, the kind of creepy Santa-looking guy. The town appears to have a blacksmith, some bullies that only show up for like a second. A salute to the low-budget kids movie bullies. You did your best. By the way, this house that they move into looks like nowhere anyone would want to live. It's like a cave or a tiny little hobbit house. Malcolm McDowell is like the biggest bully in the town. He's this curmudgeonly caretaker who loves to manhandle children.
Only death lives here.
He's got a dog that kind of turns into Yoda at one point during this riff.
Time to homeward bound the hell out of here.
You might wonder where the Fairy King comes into all this. Well, they sort of nonchalantly find some fairies there, and this ties into where they live now. They have inherited a literal gold mine. It is a mine full of gold, and it's closed. There's one problem with reopening this gold mine, because if they do that, that frees the demons.
Hey, how are ya?
These demons are like stupid rubber-masked idiots. Like, it looks like something straight out of a Pulse Pounders movie. They find some gold in a pond, too, and luckily they just happen to have some pond drainage equipment at the ready.
The effects from Birdemic are looking pretty good right about now.
These fairies are kind of scary looking. In both incarnations, you got the CGI animated fairy, and you got the little troll child in the makeup that is sort of melting off of her. Sort of Nightcrawler on a school play budget. The star, by far, of this movie experience is Corbin Bernsen as the dad, who is dying of some unspecified illness.
Easy.
He's got a cough. He's dying of a bad cough. Kyle! But only when the scene calls for it. Otherwise, he's perfectly fine. He is days away from death in this movie. But he's not sick enough that he can't go into the mine and start chipping away with his kids. Kind of labor intensive for someone in his death throes. Anyway, the Fairy King can cure this fatal cough, and to get to the Fairy King, they have to free the fairies from the mine full of demons. I got a feeling that the son was gonna die before the dad, because, like, he almost drowns in thigh-deep water. They could just stand in it. Anyway, if you want to know if the dad dies or if they free the fairies, you gotta watch the movie, and I recommend seeing the riff. So you can see that in the link below at RiffTrax.com. Thanks again to RiffTrax, and if you want to support me, there's many ways to do it. You can find out in the description below, or you can just click subscribe. And as usual, I'm gonna end this with the riff of the movie.
It's time for RiffTrax.
All right. Night, guys.
Night. Good night, Dad.
Night.
Holy good night!